This is my rhododendron here. She's living her best life. She loves it in this spot, and I'm happy to say that my wisteria, pardon me, look at her. I thought it was dead and it is shooting up, so I'm leaving it and I'm letting her just grow wherever she wants. I don't really know what's going on with this bed. I'm not happy with it. It's done. I finished it off, but I'm just leaving things here for now because I don't know really what to do, because I really want to cover this back part like I told you guys about. So that rose of Sharon, that's a purple pillar. That'll get nice and tall. That's some hyssop right there. That'll die back. That's another purple pillar. So hopefully that'll shoot up. That'll solve that problem here and then here. But I still have right here that I want to cover. So I have some ideas. That is a powwow pink purple or powwow pink coneflower. And then I've got these wave petunias that I'm waiting for them to wave out. They're not getting very wavy. I've fed them, I've watered them. I mean, they're obviously growing since I've put them in, but they're not as exciting as they can be. Not yet, at least, but they're getting there. And then all these little baby Arborvitaes. I can't remember if I told you guys, these ones are called Niagara. They're tiny babies. I got them, was it last year or the year before? And I mean, they were tiny. So these are already, I mean, they're still small, but they've gotten quite a lot bigger from what they were. And then I've got, here's some zinnias that have survived the attack of the bunnies, and they seem to be coming up nicely. So I think what I'm gonna do, except for, I'm pretty sure that's a slug right there, I think. I'm gonna have to move these. Well, I don't have to, I could just leave them. I might just leave them, make it look a little wild, a little more cottagey. And then I've got my hybrid tea rose. I can't remember, the name is Paul Bill something. It's an English gardener, and he does roses. So this I found at the Home Depot a couple years ago. Like, look at that color. This one is just about spent, but this one, look at that. And then this is my Bloomerang lilac. So it's had its first bloom. We'll see if another one happens. I haven't had one yet. And then I've got down here, so this here is my sort of no man's land, it's dead man's land. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this area for a long time. I was going to just sort of close it over, put grass, because you can see how much burn marks and stuff I have from the girls' pee, but I decided I'm just going to make a little tiny straight edge garden, and then I stopped right here because I wasn't sure what else to put here. I ran out of plants and I didn't really want to go and buy plants just to buy plants. So it's kind of growing over, and I'm leaving it. I don't care. I'll deal with it another day. But over here are 3 of the Maureen Yews. So these will get quite tall. So there's 1, 2, and 3. They're pretty tiny, still babies. These will get quite tall. So I thought I might take one of these and then take it and put it over there in front of the shed. So that'll also be another, and just another permanent piece of foliage that's going to cover it. It'll be evergreen and cover it. And I think this gets about 2 feet wide and 8 feet tall. It'll take forever to get to that, but I mean, I'm not going anywhere. So maybe that'll be the thing. And I've got my spruce here living her best life. And then in behind there, I showed you guys before, this is a yew tree, a yew tree, a yew tree. And then I've got a phantom hydrangea right here. Got some petunias down here. And what else? Oh, I've got, that's a yellow ribbon cedar. And then, oh look, my honeysuckle is, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see how this is gonna look when it finally grows and gets all the way up here. I think it's gonna be really stunning. And that's honeysuckle, and it smells amazing. It grows like wildfire. Well, I shouldn't say it grows like wildfire. It needs to be established first. This one is 3 years old. I've also ripped it out of the ground and transplanted it because that's how I like to garden. But anyway, moving on. Okay, this is my brand new Serviceberry tree. It's called Autumn, I think it's Autumn Brilliance. Yes, Autumn Brilliance. So this is gonna get quite large, but it's still an understory tree, but the color red in the fall is gonna be great because everything in my backyard goes yellow and not red. So that'll be a nice added touch of color. Down here we've got our hostas going on. The Astilbes is still working away at pushing out stuff. Got our junipers. They're looking pretty happy. I just stepped in dog poop. I've got another Astilbes right here. And then this tree, nice dollop of bird poop on it, is the tree that I got from the city. We get them for free. So this is a dogwood, a native dogwood to southern Ontario. I've got the burning bush on the standard, and then some blue Elijah and some blue Elijah. I need to get one more because I'd like to kind of have 3 in the garden to space it out a little bit. Moving on, I've got that is a porcupine grass, and down here is a hydrangea, and then we've got a phantom hydrangea. So this one's a panicle, and this one is the flathead. Not flathead, it's the macro. I want to say the word, but I think I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm not going to say it, but I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about. That's another yellow ribbon, the same as that, so they're looking good. I can't even tell you how bad. Guys, I give up on my grass. I seed it, I fertilize it, and I can't win the fight with dog pee. I can't. And especially when the heat hits it, it's like lava. It just burns everything. Okay, more Astilbes. That's another hydrangea back there. One right there in the middle. Got another Astilbes here. Another yew tree. It's a juniper back there. An Arborvitae right here that I got for $2.99 a couple years ago. So excited about that. And then this one here is a Firelight Tidbit. I think I'm saying that correctly. And we've got an apple tree right here. I don't know what kind of apple tree it is. I have the tag still, but I don't grow it for the apples. I grow it for the blossoms. So once I see the little buds start coming, I just pull them off. And then that is a Moffett, blue Moffett juniper. I've got a lily back here. I'm waiting for it to bloom. I feel like it's still a few weeks off from opening up. And there's another Astilbes there. So that's sort of a pattern I've got going on in the garden, is just dotting them throughout. So it's not just one drift, it's just a nice little sea, not a sea, but just a nice little, I don't know, little dotted painting of pink Astilbes. And then we've got a little stuff going on over here. There's a beautiful blue hosta over here. I can't ever figure out if that's the Big Daddy or the Blue Angel. And then I have a clump Canadian Serviceberry, and I love this tree so much. It's new to me this year. I put it in, and the birds absolutely love it. And yesterday I actually got the chance to watch some fledglings try to jump around and get in the tree and flying around, and it was really sweet. Of course I did not have the dogs out because that would not have been very nice. So we've got my, see, look at the grass. I even put clover down and everything. Isn't it terrible? Anyway, this is my little hedge of rows of Sharon here. That one in the middle I had to replace last year, so it's a little bit of a slow poke. And then I've got a Clematis here, and then I've got more rows of Sharon that kind of goes back there. So I'm hoping to have a bit of a hedge and that it's going to reach actually right where it is right here, and then I'm going to let them get to that point and then I'll start chopping them off. I'll let the Clematis continue growing. And of course we have Dolly. She's always ready, rain or shine, living her best life. That back there is a phantom hydrangea. It's quite happy there. It's probably the happiest one. Yeah, it's not the ideal condition, but I don't know, she seems to be happy. So, and then over here are these beautiful, beautiful roses. They're just a rambling, climbing rose. And like, I can't even tell you, the camera doesn't even do it any justice. They look like they're absolutely glowing, even in the, you know, overcast sky. They are really just a sensational color. Like, look at that. That is a big wagon full of sod that has come from the front. Has been working on a tree ring. I also put a ton of it over here on the ground to sort of fix the grading, because there's a slight slope in the ground. It goes down. I hate that I'm showing you guys this part of the garden because it's so unfinished, but it's real life garden. So here we go. So over here, we're eventually going to turn all of this into a garden. I started cutting it out and then I stopped myself because I was like, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I've got a phantom hydrangea right here, a phantom hydrangea right there. In behind there is an arborvitae, nothing there, and then the 2 arborvitaes here. So I'm going to, and I had to fix the grading on the back there a little bit because it was really sloping down. And I'm not sure when I'm going to turn it into a garden. I don't think it'll be this year. I think it'll be next year. And I'll just cut it out then at that time. I just don't have the time or like the extra money to go ahead and like build another garden now, because you and I all know you gotta dig it all out, then you gotta put all new topsoil on top of it, and then you've gotta mulch it, and then once it's done being mulched and it looks all pretty, what do you do then? You go and you have to buy flowers. Like, that's just like, ugh, it's a lot. So I'm gonna leave it for now, but that's what that's looking like. And I have, so we've got a couple of Maureen U's right here that are, there's 1, 2, so those will kind of grow up and they'll cover this whole spot right here, so we're not going to be able to see any of that. But I'll show you back here, we've got some watermelon and pumpkin growing, just kind of as a joke really, because we weren't sure if anything would happen. But like, look at this, they're starting to come out onto the lawn. So I said, we can't cut the lawn anymore, like this, they need place. So I don't think we're gonna get any watermelon, but we might get a pumpkin. We might get a pumpkin. And ask me which one is pumpkin and which one is watermelon. I don't know, maybe you can tell me, but I think this one, I'm hoping this one is pumpkin, and I think that one is watermelon, but we'll see. And that down there may be nasturtium. Nasturtium? Nasturtium. It may be. Could be. I hope so. So that's it. This is the view from here, where I fixed the grading a little bit, and the pink roses, Dolly the porch goose, and this is it. It's been rainy and windy, so I haven't had my big umbrella up, but that's kind of how things are looking. It's still very much a baby garden in its infancy, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, or if you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions, I will always open to suggestions. Leave them in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.